Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving a match analysis for Norway versus England. Let's get into this one with first goal for Norway. As we can see, Harry Kane has the ball. He's moving, but unfortunately, he doesn't really have anyone to release the ball to, and the Norwegian player is following very closely behind. He tries to shield the ball, but the Norwegian player gets a touch on it with his leg. Yes, it's not a foul. Kane should have stood up. And most likely, I think this also is not a surprise because almost all the England players have been diving. I think it's just normal for them to get such fouls. Unfortunately enough, this ref, he does not tolerate that, does not give the foul. He's there, he sees it, he's comfortable with his decision, and he moves on. And also, I think this is Bellingham. Did you see that right there? Instead of going to mark, or just tracking back immediately, the first thing he decides to do is also help his teammate in trying to buy that foul, but that was never a foul. And then this whole move follows through because the two players that are here, same thing. No one bothers. Not really. They just seem uninterested because they're waiting for the foul to be given, but it's not. So just play on. They give him all the free time he needs. By that, I know he was already in space, but they just give off that vibe that they're still waiting for a foul to be called. He moves on with the ball. Rice follows. But if he had immediately gone for the ball at that time when he was approaching, maybe he could have pressured them into making a mistake or just forced them, to rather retain possession than attack. Because if they were immediately they lost the ball, they're looking to just block off. Maybe they would have played the ball back in order to retain possession. But no, they just gave them that go ahead. Like yeah, yeah, yeah. We're waiting for a foul, so go ahead, try your best. And did he try his best? Was this? I mean, look at where he's shooting from. Would you expect someone to score from here? Let's just be honest. Would you expect someone to score from here? I don't think so. Woof. Crazy, crazy, crazy strike. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on to the next goal. Remember, play to the whistle. All right. So this is England with the ball, and Gordon very, very good at what he does. Now here, the only complaint that I might have is that there's no cover for the defense. I mean, you're expecting a midfielder just to be right on top of the center back, not even just somewhere, just a midfielder. Instead, both of them, I think these are the two midfielders, go for the ball and they just leave the defense wide, wide open. Bellingham is making a run, and we know how dangerous he can be. Gordon plays it, and then he's reacting, and then like it's either you get the ball or you don't. And I mean, Bellingham is free to do whatever he wants. I mean, it's too open for the defense. They needed someone to cover for them. Just needed any man to just stand in front of them. Bellingham takes up. That's a very good touch. That's a very good touch. And now, do you see how this player? It's like his legs are in cement or something. Also, good ball from Gordon. You see there, boom, and then it's like his legs are in cement, and it's also because of the ball. It's played well and also the touch. Because what he's doing, he's trying to force him wide, but then this touch, oof! Look at how close he keeps it. The defender here, he's here. Let's see where he'll be by the time Bellingham takes the shot. He's gone even further away. Just for clarity, just for clarity. Yes, boys played. Let's see. The defender is here. To be honest, he's not even in a bad position. Let's see what he does though. Let us see what he does. He can see Bellingham. Not really. I'm not sure. He sees him and then he goes around. So he's gone away from the ball. So he's just running through the motions. He doesn't get set in advance because if he just stood there, maybe Bellingham's touch is intercepted by him. But instead, he continues going wherever he wanted to go, and then he puts himself in a worse position to go after the ball. Bellingham shoots. Bellingham scores. Bellingham. Belling goal. Excellent goal. Yeah, 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 yeah. Anyway, let's head on to Norway's disallowed goal. Somewhere around here. Moving around the street in mass 6-4. Alright, so Norway are set up very well, as you can see. Man on the D, you always wonder of someone there. If we go into the box, I know for a fact someone is gonna run away. Because if you have a player here, most likely, all right. So if you have player here, and then he's also being defended. Most likely, this player will run away because I they don't really like the player that's in charge of trying to block off that run doesn't usually go do a good job. Also, it's usually an attacker because most of the time you'd have your defense here. So the person that's here is usually an attacker, and you already know attackers when it comes to defending. Yeah, let's not go there. Haaland pushes him all the way out. Ball is coming in. First contact. Before even got to first contact, completely free. And then I could say the line does well by pushing up because, yeah, they do well, but on a different day, on a different day. Boom. Yeah, it's just pinball. He immediately shoots it. Pickford saves. He puts it into the back of the net. But unfortunately, this goal is disallowed. Yeah, it's disallowed. Let's see why. When I was watching this, I didn't think it was a foul. All right, so it's between Haaland and Anderson, I think. So Haaland pushes him away, and for me, I didn't think it was a foul. I'm not sure about other people, but for me, I didn't think it was a foul because I don't think I think he's expecting this. Yeah. Uh, it happens quickly, but yeah, in the box, contact sport. I mean, Haaland is definitely going to try his best. It might not have been his arms, but could have been him going using. I mean, could have been him using his shoulders or just something else to get his space or just to push towards the goal. I don't think, and I mean, if you're not buckling yourself up or just expecting to receive contact or bracing yourself, and then you go down, I'm just going to assume you dived. And then you see how he just makes himself fall over. Look at his legs. So here, any normal human being would release. Sorry, sorry. I talk up too much sometimes. So you'd probably be wanting to just put your arms out wide and fall down. Look at his feet. He falls over. No, I mean, he jumps, he exaggerates that. There's definitely an exaggeration for me. I do think it's a bit of a dive. I know he pushes it, but he's a professional footballer. I know that he's stronger than that. I know he's stronger. At least if he's, trying and then he falls over, I'm like, yeah, you can give that as a foul. Because I think, is it Company scored a similar goal, scored a goal like that when he kept on shoving Chris Smalling in a certain Manchester derby, and yeah, I know it was sometime back. It was sometime back, but still. Anyway, last goal of the game. England here. Okay, Norway are very deep, very very deep. They just wanted to, avoid conceding anything silly in the first half of extra time. Morgan Rogers. I know you would say he's unmarked, but then again, like space. And I think these are the tackers that are the first line of pressure. How far deep are they? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They are so far out. They are so high up. At this point, the attackers are probably like the midfielders in the way that they're trying to, um, cover because you'd assume the attackers are somewhere else. Anyway, that's the thing with attackers. Lovely ball played. All right, so here I'm not really going to be that upset because he does follow him. I mean, also, if you're looking to score from there, that should be something else. I would be more upset about the keeper. Shot comes in, boom. He's trying to save it. If he just pushes it out where I have no problem with that. And unfortunately, that bounce allows Bellingham to score. This is the exact same way Spain won against Belgium. Exact same way. Bellingham once again. Yeah, and in this match, England were good, but Sorloth was better. So if you check Sorloth very well, you might find he was wearing an England shirt underneath. Because especially that chance for Haaland. I know it might be a 1v1 or 2v1, or John Stones good doing good defending, but Sorloth, was very underwhelming in the game. And also, if Sorloth, rather than trying to cut and shoot, went further and attacked the goal, I wouldn't be too upset. But I mean, Sorloth, yeah, he was wearing an England shirt underneath. Otherwise, that's been a match analysis. If you want to see more like this, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, repost, all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.